Peace family. I wanted to go over a few breathing techniques that I use personally when I work out, either it's here at home or at the gym. The first breathing technique is in regards to cardio. If you're running, if you're jumping rope, if you're doing HIIT or something of that nature where you're getting your heart rate up and it's really intense, I try to pace my breathing. Like I'll inhale for a 2 count and then exhale for a 2 count. And I'll try to really hold on to that pace as much as I can, especially if I'm running or like on a cardio machine. But sometimes when things get really intense, I'm just, busting a pant, like inhale, exhale. So you want to always breathe in through the nose to filter out dust and particles and things like that in the air. And then you always want to breathe out through your mouth. The second breathing technique I'd like to talk about is when you're breathing and you're lifting some kind of weights, whether it be dumbbells or using a machine or even resistance bands. So let's think about a bicep curl. First thing, I want to make sure that I'm always keeping that tension in my core and I'm pulling my belly button into my back and I'm holding my body tense. So when I bring the weight up, I want to exhale. And when I bring the weight down, I want to inhale. Or if I was doing a shoulder press, I'm going to inhale. So the rule is, anytime a weight goes up, you need to exhale, okay? The third breathing technique I'd like to address is if you're doing a movement that is a compound movement. Compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and the bench press and things like that, you want to be really efficient and effective in your breathing and movement. So what I do is when I got the bar on my back, I want to make sure that I'm squeezing my traps together, my shoulder blades together, and getting tension in my back. I'll take a big deep breath, and then I'm going to lock down the core like I'm bracing a punch. And once I've locked down the core, I actually hold my breath. And then I let it out at the top, because by filling my belly up full of air, I've provided my core with a solid foundation of tension, and I'm going to feel more secure, especially if I'm carrying a weight. If I'm doing a movement like a deadlift, I'm going to do the same thing with my core. I'm going to inhale, lock the core down, I'm going to grab the bar, flare my lats, and then pull up. And with a bench press, I do the same thing. So from a side view, I'm going to bring my shoulder blades and put them in my back pocket, so shoulder blades together and down. I'm going to take a big deep breath, lock down the core, squeeze my glutes, and blow out when I push the bar up. So there's constant tension in your body. When you're doing anything like a squat, a bench press, or a deadlift, your body needs to be tight. I like to take a deep breath, hold it, and let it out when the weight goes up. So those are my 3 different breathing techniques that I use for cardio, for isolation movements, and for compound lifting movements. Peace, fam.